Hey guys, today I am continuing my series on the minor arcana and teaching it in a way that you'll be able to understand in a really quick, simple, and easy way. So today we're gonna cover the suit of Pentacles. Now, before we get into it, the key to remembering the minor arcana and the major arcana is to remember that each suit and each section of tarot cards is telling a story. And so I'm going to be telling this suit in a story so that you can easily understand it. And remembering the minor arcana as a story is super important because when you're reading the cards for yourself or for another person, you're going to get a snapshot of what is going on in their life story or your own life story. So you'll need to understand what part of the story those tarot cards are talking about and be able to use your intuitive senses, because you're going to have to portray a story in a way that that person understands, or in a way that you can understand what the cards are really trying to tell you and what spirit is trying to tell you. And spirit does talk to you through your intuitive senses and your imagination when you're feeling super relaxed. All right, so the suit of Pentacles. So here we have the Ace of Pentacles, which holds all of the power of the suit of Pentacles. And Pentacles represent Earth. So that represents anything along the lines of material wealth, physical security, finances, property, money, job, health, beauty, all of those things. And in the Ace of Pentacles, we have an investment, a seed. So this is like, when I'm going to give the example of when I got my master's degree in counseling services. And so I had this idea, I wanted to help people, and I knew I was good at listening to people. I knew I was really interested in psychology. I found it fascinating. I had gone to therapy in the past. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to get my master's in counseling services, and I'm going to make an investment in this degree. So I took out some loans and I signed up for the program and got accepted. All right, so in the Two of Pentacles, this is like the work-life balance. So in that example, like I had, signed up for the counseling degree, and this is like when I started that program, and I'm trying to hold a full-time job and also study at the same time and have some kind of social life. At the time I was in my 20s, I wasn't married yet, didn't have kids. That's a whole nother ball game. But I was trying to balance managing my finances, managing my social life, being able to pay my rent, hold down a job, and also spend all of these times going to classes, studying, and it's like very on the go, and trying to work for this higher purpose of doing something like more with my life. But you always end up kind of out of balance in the Two of Pentacles when you're at this stage and you're working on growing your dream. All right, and then we have the Three of Pentacles. I love this card. This is no one succeeds alone. I like to think of this. No one succeeds alone. You have a community of people that you connect with who are there to support you. So when I was going to school, I connected with other students. I connected with professors. I talked to other people about what I was going through. I talked to mentors, and I met a lot of people along the way and had a lot of support from people. I also got a graduate assistantship, which helped me a little bit with my tuition and paying some of the bills that I had. And I went out with friends all the time. Oh, I miss those days. They were so fun. And I would just meet with professors, and I would meet with other people who were counselings to get their feedback and their experience. And in the Three of Pentacles, we have this sense of community. That you're working on it with other people. So that's this is the energy of networking and getting together with coworkers and meeting people along the way that are going to help you manifest your dream, your physical dream of manifesting something into the world. They're going to help it come to life. Okay, next we have the Four of Pentacles, and this is holding on to what you have. Some people think of this card as being greedy. This comes to mind because I'm thinking of when I was a student, I definitely wasn't raking in money in any way. But I was broke. And so I was watching my finances. I was probably being a little bit cheap, when I went out, not spending a lot of money, maybe ordering water, really being frugal with my finances and just not spending a lot, probably not giving a lot of money to other people. I really didn't have the money. And just if people were asking me to pitch in, for like dinners or trips or vacations, I was like, no, because I'm broke, I have nothing to give. So the Four of Pentacles is you're not giving money in some way. Either you don't have the money and you're holding on to it and you're like, I have nothing to give, even though you may have it, even though I might have been able to spare some change, spare a few bucks. Or this might be a stage in your journey where you've made a lot of money and you're not giving it out. So, because traditionally the Four of Pentacles would relate to someone with wealth, but in this example, which is really a real life example for all of us, is that sometimes we really just don't have the money to give. And so we end up being like super cheap and holding on to the things we have, really being in fear of poverty and losing what little we do have. And then in the Five of Pentacles, we do lose it all. The Five of Pentacles is this feeling of losing it all. Now, we never lose it all, right? We have the key here, we have this door, we have some help here along the lines, but you're really not seeing that. And you're really feeling financially devastated or materially devastated. So this is where like I graduate college or I graduate with my counseling degree and I'm really not finding a lot of opportunities, a lot of jobs. So I really struggled to find a job that would really pay my bills and be worth the investment of my counseling degree. I found there was a lot of competition and there was really nothing out there. And then I'm stuck at my old job. And actually, wait, no, I think I actually left my job when I graduated because I was like, screw this job. But then, and I was able to pay my bills, but but then there were not a lot of opportunities. I was really feeling devastated putting my resume out. This was probably 2010. Where, it's like the economy got worse and worse. And so there really weren't a lot of opportunities. I think I found a job and it really did not pay as much. I was so angry because of how cheap they were, with not paying me enough. They said they were going to pay me one thing and then they didn't. And I was really feeling devastated that I made this investment and then I was struggling to pay off the loans and the bills that I had. And I, made the mistake of giving up my other job. So this is financial loss, devastation, losing property, money, losing your health, losing something along those lines and feeling really devastated, feeling like you are in poverty, even though there's always help, there are always resources that can help you, especially when we're talking along the lines of spirituality, looking to your guides, looking to the angels that are around you that are there, always there to help you no matter what. And I've worked with people, I've worked in social services, I've worked in counseling, I've been poor myself. And, no matter what, there is always some resources. It's not necessarily what we would like to have, but there are always people there to help you if you're looking for them. Then we have the Six of Pentacles and we realize to give is to receive. So in the cards before, right, we have the Five of Pentacles, we have the Four, we're holding on so much to what we have because we're afraid of losing it and then we think we have lost everything. But in the Six of Pentacles, we give what little we have, or if anything we have, we make sure to give it and be generous because we remember the people that helped along the way. So in the Five of Pentacles, I did reach out for help, right? I reached out to people I knew. And I also gave what I had. So at my job, even though I wasn't getting paid a lot, I still was giving all of the knowledge and wisdom that I had to other people to help people in their situation. And I found, I was able to pay the bills. I was able to make the rent. And then money started coming in from all these places that were unexpected. Once I had the mindset of it's not only about, the physical things that I receive, but that money is energy, and that the more I constrict myself and close myself off to seeing the help that's out there and the opportunities and also really trusting in the universe to provide. Once I started to relax a little bit more, I found money flowing in, and I can say probably, from that time, money has continued to flow in, and I really don't know how, because I would have to say my career has been a real train wreck in my life. And my work life is really kind of embarrassing. I do work on this YouTube channel. I did start a business, but I wouldn't say financially it's supporting me really in any way. But at this point, I always have money coming in somehow. So this is all about giving what you have and being open to like that abundance energy, which is so like cliche, I know now, but it is true. Like the more that you feel grateful for what you have, you give what you have, you trust that the universe is going to provide for you, the more you're open to like having people help you, having money come in from unexpected places. And that's what this card is all about to me, is that money is energy and it's in this flow of giving and receiving. All right. And then we also get back on the horse. We have the Seven of Pentacles. And in this one, we're like, we planted a seed a long time ago and we were like, is this ever going to grow? And this is kind of like where I'm at now, right? So I did my counseling degree and I ended up working in mental health. I was a stay-at-home mom for a little while. Then I went back into mental health and worked on being a therapist. And as I got more into my spirituality, I decided to leave there and I wanted to continue my helping skills, but do it in a way where I was using my teaching from a spiritual perspective, spiritual teacher or guide. And so I did all kinds of things. I went into A Course in Miracles. I was going to teach that. Then I got more into psychic development. And so now I, read tarot cards and I'm studying astrology and all of that. And I'm constantly still investing in this dream of mine to help people. And, that has morphed, right? So we had one seed. Now we have all these little seeds, right? And they develop. So my dream developed over time in how I was best going to guide and help people in a way that I felt called to, in a way that would help them mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. But I'm at the point right now where I'm like, is this ever going to grow into anything as far as, I guess, financial security? So I get a lot of joy from doing my YouTube channel and I help my friends and family and guide them. And right now I'm not working other than that. And so I'm very fortunate in that, I'm married, I'm able to get financial support, from my husband. So that is working out. But then I'm like, well, I made all these investments. I'm still educating myself on how to help people, how to guide people. Am I ever going to make anything from this? Even my YouTube channel, it's not monetized yet. And it's like, well, am I ever going to even make a buck from this, kind of thing. And I have had people donate here and there and that's been amazing. But it's like, for the amount that I've invested, is anything going to pan out? Okay. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles and we stop complaining and we just get to work and just focus on what it is that we wanted to bring into the world. Like when we first had that seed, and we made that investment, and now we're like, I'm going to work on it until this grows, right? It's like and you're not even working on it for it to grow into anything. You're working on it because you have a vision that you want to fulfill. So for me right now, in my story, like I'm working, on my YouTube channel and I'm working on becoming a certified astrologist. And, I'm teaching you guys tarot here and I'm just focused on the work. I'm focused on getting these videos out to you, planning what my videos are going to be. And I really do have this focused energy of, I don't really care what I manifest like financially from it, but I care that I had a vision and a dream to help people, to empower people, like improve their lives mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and even physically. It can manifest into that, but I'm not, a fitness trainer or anything. But like that was super important to me. And it is super important that I use the skills that I have in some way to help people. And so I'm focused on that. And I know that, whatever it is, financially that will come through, I trusted, right? We had that let me grab that. We had that Six of Pentacles energy in the past along our story, which is like to give is to receive. And now it's like, I'm focused on giving. I have this plan. Now, Eight of Pentacles could be even more focused, right? Like you get back to work and you really have like a business plan or a financial plan or, like you start budgeting, whatever. But you can see it's also focused, just focused in on work and not letting anything else distract you from what it is that you want to bring into the world. You're putting the work in. All right. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles, and this is enjoying the fruits of your labor. This is the harvest. You get to pick the fruit from the investment. And also you notice, right, there's this hawk here. And in this card, she's seeing things from the higher perspective. We're seeing things from the higher perspective. And that's what ends up happening. At first, it ends up, just about like you have this dream, but you also want to make some money, right? I wanted to make some money. And now now it's like seeing the fruits of your labor come through. So not all of my dreams, have come true, right? But whenever I get a comment from people that's like, your video helped me so much, or I learned so much, or I'm able to give wisdom to a friend and really see that I impact people's lives in some way, that's the fruit of my labor. When I start to make money from whatever I'm doing, that would be like, when my YouTube channel gets monetized, right? And I start making $1 or whatever it is that you make from the monetization, that will be me picking the fruits of my labor. But it's also, whenever I hear feedback or a video of mine does really well, that's like picking the fruits. So it's like seeing the results, like actually seeing the physical manifestation of your investment grow and being able to actually use it, right? We had the seed and now she's like picking like the herbs and things from the earth and finding a way to use them, and also holding the wisdom of all that we experienced. All right, and the 10 of Pentacles is about having it all. And I love, we have this tree of life here, which I'm learning more about every day, right? But this is like financial security, physical security, also immense gratitude for what you have. We have gratitude in here, and that is similar to the cups as well, right? And the cups and the pentacles do go well together. I have a video on the cups. It's in the description below. I'll try to put a card up here too. Make sure to check that out. But we have like physical security, financial security, everything you want, the home, the family, all of this stuff that you want. And we have the dog, right? The husband, the wife, the kids, the yard, the light. But we also have this spiritual wisdom from working on things. A lot of times we think maybe material things aren't spiritual, but in the tarot, it is so important to know every single thing that happens in life is spiritual, is a spiritual journey. It's a spiritual lesson. And we don't have to disregard any part of life or renounce any part of life, right? So everything we learn in trying to manifest things physically and have things happen is a lesson with wisdom for us, for our higher self, right? And so we live in this physical reality where we need stuff, right? We need to be able to eat. We need to have shelter, clothes, like warmth, like health, like just those things. We need to like procreate to keep the species going, things like that. This is that, like having that and having that be manifested from all of your labor and all of the wisdom, but knowing that the stuff that you have means more than the stuff that you have, that actually the process of going through it and learning how to work on things, and put your whole self in it and just be focused and know that the fruits of your labor are coming, like trusting in the universe to provide for you is a super important lesson. And it's one that helps you get to this place, and really having gratitude, really seeing things from a higher perspective. And really, I think like really for this card, having deep trust that this is coming at some point for you. All right, now we get into the court cards. We have the page here. And remember that the court cards represent the people that hold that energy for the pentacles. And they hold all of that wisdom that we learned through the pentacles from 1 to 10. And I'll grab 1 again because the page is the conclusion from the ace. So we began with this spark, this idea, right? I've like got my degree, right? And it developed into other things. The page of pentacles is the completion of that journey of when you first had that spark, that idea. So the page of pentacles is that apprentice, and it is this youthful feminine energy of the pentacles that knows that in order to manifest everything, we have to learn like physical skills and be open to learning new skills and developing things and master the craft. And like just be open and centered and just finding balance in being able to do that we don't have to work ourselves to the bone necessarily when we're learning things, but being able to find balance, being able to learn new things to be able to manifest like wealth or property or whatever our physical needs are, but also being able to make sure to take care of our physical body, feeling grounded, feeling gratitude for what we have. So this is like the energy of I'm still working on my dream, and I'm still learning, and I'm still open, and I'm still hopeful to whatever is going to manifest and to come into my life. It's receptive energy. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles next, and this is the male masculine energy that's youthful, that's young, when it comes to Pentacles. And with the Knight of Pentacles, he's working on things slow and steady. He's putting his work out into the world and going for it, but not in a rushed way, in a way that the Knight of Pentacles knows that things are going to take time, that seed is planted, and it takes a long time for that to grow. And the Knight of Pentacles has the patience to wait for that, and has the discipline, is going to work, getting enough sleep, getting enough rest, is super healthy because he knows that slow and steady wins the race. All right, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles, this Earth Mother energy, and this is the matriarch, the feminine energy that's wise and grounded and centered when it comes to Pentacles. And she knows how to use everything. When it comes to physical things, she knows how to birth like material things, material wealth, physical security, like the finances, property, money. She knows how to birth these things into the world, nurture them so that they will grow. This is very like literal, like mother energy of like planting the seed and nurturing it until it grows, and has complete faith that everything she puts out into the world is gonna grow. So it's like the master of, or she is like the feminine master, the queen of material reality. Okay, and last but not least, we have the King of Pentacles. We can think of this guy as the rich guy, but he's not just rich because he's in this like library and he has a lot of money and he's relaxing and stuff. He is the rich guy because he also is rich in knowing that he is blessed. So he really has taken in all of the blessings, and he has the patience, right? Every card that comes next holds the wisdom of the former cards in every suit, also in the major arcana as well. So he's worked hard, and he knows how to work, he knows how to make things happen, and now he is really enjoying the fruits of his labor. He has everything he wants, he's able to relax, he's able to manage what he has. So this is like the masculine patriarchal energy that's able to protect the things that he has, is able to manage a team to help him to continue to grow, because we don't do things alone like we had in the Three of Pentacles. And he's able to maintain his wealth in a really balanced, centered, and an energy that's guarding things, that's protecting things, and maintains them over the long term. So someone who's really good, really successful and really able to manage their finances, their business, or whatever it is that they've manifested really well. Like I could think of this as like, like really good father, like really secure father and really secure mother that's able to take care of people in these like last two cards here. All right, guys, so that's all we have for the suit of Pentacles. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any more questions about it, leave it in the comments below. And I will be continuing this tarot series, so make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified to get more videos on that. And I love you guys so much, and I'm so excited for you to continue your learning in this amazing, amazing tool for your spiritual growth. If you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified for whenever I release a new video every single week.